Welcome back to the shop. So I've been doing a lot of sanding. It's hilarious. When I was designing this trailer to use composites like this, I thought, oh, I won't build it out of wood because I don't want to sand a bunch of stuff. I don't want to sand wood. And, yeah. So I now have to sand, 9,000 square feet of foam. And I have also decided, I probably should have done this on the first panel, but I'm also running a 40 grit DA over the backside of the skin too. So hopefully that will adhere better. I don't think I had any adhesion problems, but I want to make sure that everything is stuck really good from now on, because I'll show you. I think I showed this in another. Here, let me get this off of here. So I showed this in another video, I think, but I've got some spots where you can see I don't think the skin was pushing down on the foam hard enough in a couple spots, and so I've got a little bit of delamination on this back edge of this, which this is the bed platform. It's against the wall. I'm like totally not worried about that, but I want to prevent this from happening in the future. So now we're going 40 grit on the foam and 40 grit on the back of the fiberglass skin. So I'm not going to show you the footage because that's boring. But this is what it looks like. This is what sanded foam looks like. I know you're surprised. Also, this is the first panel that has conduit in it. So I'm using this 3/4 PVC like I used in the floor, the one that went over to the fender well area over there. So this piece of conduit goes all the way to the edge over here, and this conduit, so this piece of the panel right here, this chunk, this corner of it here is the bottom side of the rear shelf in the back. And so I'm going to be running wires actually in through that hole down there and up this front wall, and then all along this side wall, and then into the rear shelf for reading lights on the bottom side of the shelf for when we're laying down at night. So hopefully all of my conduit connections all line up, because if they don't, that's going to suck. But I think they will. I've got it mapped out pretty good on my 3D model. So anyway, yeah, that's the first piece of conduit going in a panel anyway. Let me show you these two boxes over here. This just showed up the other day. Yesterday, in fact. These right here. Fragile. Some kind of an award or something. No, the label's on the other side. These are my windows from Tern Overland. These are the Arctic Tern windows. So I got the small one, which is going on this side above the pantry, is a 300 millimeter tall by 700 millimeters long, and the big one is 450 tall by 1100 long. So convert that yourself. I don't have the brain power to convert that to imperial, to Old English right now, but anyway, those showed up. They are really nice quality windows. I like them already, and I've only just barely played with them a little bit. So thanks to Amy at Tern Overland. I really appreciate it. Super awesome customer service. They're down in Prescott, and so they had them shipped to me. I think she shipped them out on a Tuesday, and they were here on a Friday. So, I mean, she shipped them the day I ordered them. So, thanks again, Amy. That's awesome. And I can't wait to get those suckers installed, because they're going to be quite nice. And those are the ones that have the shade and screen, like the roll at the top and the bottom. I'll show you a picture right here. And those are you can see at the top and the bottom, there's rolls. So that's a screen and a shade. Or you can separate them and then just have an open window too. So that's going to be pretty nice. So anyway, next step is to now move all this crap out of the way, pull another length of fiberglass off of the roll, flip it, and sand it. Here's a little test piece that I did for the trim that's going to go around the front and rear cubby. So the rear shelf has storage and has storage holes in it, and then the front bulkhead has storage cubbies in it too. And so I'm going to be using this, I think this is PVC trim to go around it. It's just like T-molding, but I'm not a huge fan of the wood pattern, but I needed a specific width for this double lip style T-molding, and that's like the darkest I could find. I would prefer to have black, but nobody makes black, so I got this, I don't even, sandalwood, I don't know what the hell they called it, some wood name, and it's like the darkest stuff I could find on eBay. So this stuff is kind of hard to find. There's only a few companies that make this stuff, the double lip anyway, that's the right thickness for my walls, because my walls are 1-inch foam, and then I think 0.45 or something for each skin. So trying to find something that'll go over that, but that wasn't too wide, yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge. So anyway, that's what that stuff's going to look like. And I'm going to put, you can see I used a slitting saw on the inside, which is on my router right here. So what I'm going to do is when I put this stuff on, this is just, I warmed this up in front of the heater so it was like super pliable, and then shoved it in like a gentleman. And then what I'm going to do is I'll put the Terrastat 939, my adhesive, a bead of that around in the slot, and then push it in there so that it'll be a lot harder to get out. So hopefully that works. I think it looks okay. That's my choice, so it has to look okay. Well, it's another panel lamination day. Welcome back to the shop, everybody. I've got stuff pre-mixed, well, not pre-mixed, pre-measured. Everything's laid out. I've got the heat cranked up a little bit. Looks like it's about 70, which is good. I got neighbor Andrew coming over. Nicole's going to come out and help. So 3 of us. Hopefully it'll go faster with 3 of us this time. And I got the tripod set up so we can record and time-lapse the whole thing. So here goes nothing. Well, heaters are on, vacuum pump's going. Cross your fingers. Hope this one works better than the last one. I think it should. I think we got better coverage on the top, which was the problem on the last panel. And we ended up using right at 2 gallons of epoxy. So anyway, yeah, let's keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully this one turns out good.